Well, today is January 18th. Sunday. It's 12:06 a.m. Saturday's over. I was just in a bar listening to the band, Stolen Winnebagos. They were rocking. And I looked on my cell phone. Like if I stole Oklahoma State K-State on TV, I looked on my cell phone. It was like 20 seconds left. Oklahoma State behind by 2 points. And I went in the restroom and turned on the radio on my cell phone for the Oklahoma State radio station that I have programmed on my cell phone when I was listening to the football game with the homecoming at the bar with the alumni last fall. Still on my cell phone, and they had the game on basketball. It's like Oklahoma State's down by two, and they got three fouls. They get to three. They got fouled on a 3-pointer, so they get to shoot 3 free throws. The guy made all three of them. And then K State had 1 or 2 seconds or something. They didn't score. Oklahoma State won the game by one. I was watching the football game, Denver. Now it seems like Denver that got a home cooking when Buffalo threw a pass. The guy caught it, he landed, and then the Denver guy took it out of his hands and they ruled it an interception. Now there's no way that should have been an interception. One, the only issue is did he catch the ball or did he not catch the ball? Was it a completion or not a completion? I mean, the offensive guy had the ball. Did he ever have it under control? I mean, it was in his hands when he was on the ground down, and then the other guy took it out of his hands. He didn't have a tight grip on it. And the other guy just picked it out of his hands and ran around. He didn't run it back for a touchdown. He didn't do anything. And they ruled that an interception, and I think that's bullshit. Home cooking. It seems to me like when the Chiefs played in Denver this year, there was a lot of bullshit home cooking going on. The calls going against the Chiefs, no calls when it should have been called for the Chiefs. So really, Denver is just full of home cooking for this football, based on those two games. And their quarterback got hurt, broke his ankle or something. So oh no, it seems kind of fucking ridiculous. That was a ridiculous play. And of course, Josh Allen, the Buffalo's quarterback, he didn't lose the Chiefs this time. He's always losing to the Chiefs in the playoffs. But I think they got robbed on that play. But they're good. That Josh Allen guy is one of the top quarterbacks, and Chiefs didn't make it, period. So, and what else was there? Purdue won in basketball over USC in California. Got 2 games out in LA. Tuesday against UCLA. Big 12, Iowa State lost again. Number 2 in the country. They're not going to be number 2 in the country anymore. Arizona won barely over Florida. So Big 12. Big 12, these teams are all going to lose. They're all losing. They're going to lose the top ranked teams. And K State almost beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater. K State was just like one game above 500. Oklahoma State, 2 or 3 losses. So nobody's as good as they claim to be. Yeah, nobody's as bad as anybody can beat anybody. Same thing with the Big Ten, probably, with Purdue and the rest of those schools. And Monday, there's a big football game, Indiana. See what happens there. And of course, what else? Eh, Trump wants to take over Greenland. They don't want us to. Greenland's controlled by Denmark or Norway or something. I don't know. Well, natural resources, I guess. What else is there? Monday's Martin Luther King Day. It's cold. My townhouse, the heater system, first floor doesn't get warmed up very good in this extreme cold. High ceiling and all the hot air goes upstairs, and the furnace is going 24/7. So it's supposed to be 40s tomorrow. One of my guys moved out. He's the longest guy here right now, 3 years. He got sick and was in the hospital, and yeah, he's moving out to live with his sister. And wanted to get a roommate. He's gonna take his room over. Uh, I'm doing pretty full on roommates right now for a while. I wish the day trading rule would change to $2,000 tomorrow, Monday, something, so I can start making serious money day trading. Told some guy tonight sitting at the bar. He said he owns the place. I said so do I, and I'm inviting the board of directors to come talk to me, and we'll sign a contract so I get paid $4 billion a year hedge fund paycheck, because I've been denied my hedge fund license and all this other shit. He must have known who I was, because he said to a Cranard, paycheck precedence $4 billion a year hedge fund. Precedence of me being disrespected for my license since I was 16, and all the bullshit at Merrill Lynch and Smith Barney and Payne Weber, and then the real estate offices. They're all a bunch of fucking punks. There's Tammy a trillion punks, state of Kansas punks. Who the fuck was the guy living the life of my dad after my college? He was a fraud and identity thief, murderer, self-proclaimed such. He said produced a self-proclaimed school. Well, he was just a fucking lunatic. You know, the rankings, the Ivy League or top schools, the books are all the same. They teach you the same thing. One time it's this, one time it's that. But the bottom line is, I'm not getting my $4 billion a year hedge fund paycheck, and it's about overdue since kindergarten diploma now, punks. And all the punks who disrespect meet their maker.